Return of the Mac. Once again, Return of the Mac. Welcome back to the I Can Explain That podcast, a podcast where we go through each other's internet search histories, and you got to explain that weird shit in your phone. To my right, usual suspect, Chris Bazemore. I'm Chris Reiter.
Wait.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Wait, I got AKAs, man. AKA Thicky Smalls, AKA Ball Spot Poppy.
AKA
I like that last
Craig
one.
David. But
yeah. Your mother.
That'd be pretty cool.
I had nothing.
That's how you know you lost the roast battle. It's like, well, your mama. So I'm going to go play somewhere else. You're a dick.
Yeah.
In between us, we have comedian, other podcast guy.
Other podcast.
What's
podcaster?
What is the term for it's podcaster?
Podcast.
Yeah.
Other podcaster.
Just a guy.
Just some dude
Just a
off
guy
the
with a mic.
Someone we owe
He
money
looks
to,
nice.
both of us. Corey Tindall.
What's up, guys? I believe you owe me money, but you owe me an umbrella.
I didn't take your umbrella. I didn't take it.
Weirdly enough, I mean, there's a joke. We do both owe him things.
I don't owe him shit.
It's a long time ago. I'm never getting it back. I've accepted I'm never getting it back.
I'm glad I don't owe you money. Do I owe you money by the chance?
I don't think so.
Good. My debts are clear.
As far as I know, you probably owe me a few drinks.
I just said you owe me something, and you were
I
like,
don't owe you
I
that.
don't.
That was not me.
So not till you die.
I didn't take it. I did not take your umbrella, man. And I'm taking that to the grave.
No, you didn't take it. I said you could borrow it, and you never gave it back.
I don't remember this.
I didn't specify
fake
how
news.
long you could borrow it
Fake
for.
news.
But I'm going to guess you don't have it anymore, so I'm not getting
Well,
it
you
back.
said I could borrow it, so I thought that meant for life.
See?
No, how does he get it
That's what
back?
I'm saying. I'm not.
You don't.
I'm not.
I'm going to pin it on his casket like
There
a
you go.
fucking trident.
Yeah, throw it into the grave as I'm like being
If you
lowered
die
down.
before me, there you go.
Just throw it in as they're lowering the casket. That's it.
I forgot to give this to you.
I guess I'm too late. Can I keep it now?
This is if it rains in hell.
Why did you start with that precarious? Did I use this word right? Precarious opening.
I just had that song on my mind.
Does it have anything to do?
Yeah, no, not at all. I just had Return of the Mac on the heart. That's all it was.
It's a good song.
bop.
It's a
One of
good
the best
song.
of all times. I think it's like top 10 90s jam right there.
It gets played in everything.
Yeah.
White parties, black parties. You know what was the most
He doesn't know. I can see you fanning. Everyone's like, he doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about.
I got a song
got
that
nothing.
he knows. Everyone, I've heard this at every event.
I bet I could.
Black or white.
All right.
This is how we do it.
Yeah.
That's how
Right.
we do. That
Couldn't
one.
tell you who it's by, but I know the song.
But you've heard it millions of
Right.
times
Yeah.
in many different
Every
settings.
wedding, every frat party.
I went to a white
Montel
wedding.
Jordan, right?
Yeah.
He's like 6'8". You couldn't miss him. You would see him on the street and not know that that's his song.
You'd be like,
Yeah.
oh,
You can't
shit.
miss him on the street, but you just look above
You just,
you.
Right.
Yeah, you just be like, oh, I guess he didn't make it.
Yeah.
He must play overseas.
Latvia player.
There you go.
So what
All
did you
di-
deep dive
Question
into?
to both of you to preface this. Have either of you experienced a situation?
No, I've never murdered.
Okay, well, then that's the end of my deep Have either of you had to try to convince a parent of something that is correct or new and they just won't buy it?
Yes.
Like recently I was trying to explain
Yeah, I
my mother
need an example.
coronavirus shit. And like she's trying to tell me that basically the stats are inflated. She was like, see what they do is they figure out how
Does
many.
she listen to Joe Rogan?
No, what she does is she gets the news secondhand from one of my aunts who's getting the
Who's
news
interpreted
while
it.
she's smoking cigarettes and looking out her window at people just walking by. Like, none of the information she's getting is
Nothing's
accurate.
more accurate than street news.
Exactly. Remember Anthony Crispino on SNL?
Nope.
Fuck.
I wanted to have your back, but as soon as he said no, I was like, oh,
Okay,
fuck.
me neither.
I guess I got to be honest.
It's wrong. I tried to explain to her like how coronavirus stats work. She goes, no, what they do is they figure out, they go, 10 people are affected in this zip code, and then they multiply it by 2. And I was like, that is not how they do that.
She has an equation for
Yeah,
it.
she basically got using Pythagorean theorem. I was like, that's geometry. That doesn't make any sense.
A squared plus B squared.
Equals C squared.
And that's how we go.
coronavirus.
C equals corona. 200,000 people stay woke.
Exactly.
That seems like a black parent thing.
Most that well, you have that issue where you're like, no, interracial marriages are fine. You can relax.
No, I've never had to do that, but I've never. No. My parents watch the news too much.
Well,
like
anything
they're
else
too
that's
paranoid
totally
about that.
Well, that's fair.
I had to convince my grandmother that I'm 28 now. She was like, "You're 27." I said, "Bitch, you know when I was born." Like, you don't remember.
No, I have to convince my parents that it's not as bad as they thought it was.
Okay.
So it's like the opposite. So your mom is saying like, oh no, they're lying. They're saying it's not as bad, but like everybody's dying out here.
Mm-hmm.
Or my parents are like, everybody's dying out here. I'm like, not everyone's dying out here. So there's like, it's kind of the same thing, but opposite.
Right. We have to talk them off the ledge. I got to tell mother, you should be sort of near it.
Yeah, talking to people about New York in the time, they treat New York like it was like the end times. And
Like they thought this was like fucking.
Everyone out of New York I've spoke to, they was like, so it's done, right? Like,
did you have to kill your dog in your basement yet?
Like, who did you eat? That's how they open it. I'm like, my mother, man. I had to.
Well, she was asking for it.
Yeah, she was.
No, my dad was like, can you get food? Is there food places? I was like, yeah, like half the restaurants are open and there's 9 grocery stores / bodega.
There's a bodega
things.
Every 40 feet.
He's like, I am very far away from like eating dirt.
Yeah, he's like, I need to skip meals. Like, I haven't left the house. I haven't gotten more than 1,000 steps in 6 months.
Was there the shredded cheese I wanted? No. But I made do with the craft.
Velveeta is fine, Dad.
Yeah.
It's
not
crazy.
happy.
My grandmother thought that because I would go and visit her and whatever during those times, and she thought that it was no toilet paper at all. She was like, just pick me up some newspaper. I said, wait a minute, Grandma. Why? There's still some toilet paper left. At the very least, why you jump to newspaper? That let me know that she had a hard life.
Yeah, she's like, oh, that's the best. That's the best alternative.
Like she was already there. Like, oh, there's no toilet paper. That's fine.
I have a equation. I do Marmaduke first, and then I go with the obituaries because fuck them.
Always Daily News. Don't give me no fucking Post.
I wish we got to the point where like drug dealers stopped selling drugs, started selling toilet paper. They're like, I got 2 rolls of Charmin.
I got Charmin. Go get it.
Ultra soft. You never felt something this good on your butt.
And then you get it in that like public bathroom. Like, this is bullshit. This is half ply, bro. Give me my money back.
You go home
I can see my fingers. Yeah. I basically just finger my butthole. This is terrible. I
just feel like this is a weird fetish. I got that Kraft singles. Selling shredded cheese.
I don't argue with
by
you.
this.
I argue with my mother all the time. Like, it'll be something stupid like who was in what movie, and I gotta be like, no, it's Laura Linney, not Julianne Moore. Shit like that.
I will have that.
Yes, I've had those.
But my dad will be like, really? Are you sure? Are you sure?
No, my mother will make a bet with me, and I'll be like, we can just go on. She doesn't believe the internet exists sometimes. I'm like, I can prove this right now.
Do you know her?
Yeah. Do you know her? Do you have Laura Linney's phone number?
Whenever I make bets with my sister in that same realm, she always bets so high like it's not something we can figure out. Right. Bet you $2 million, bitch. You're that confident?
Got a checkbook. Okay, so this is the issue I ran across.
Okay,
I think we touched on this last week. The CDC, the USDA,
this is bullshit.
The FDA,
this is bullshit.
Says do not wash chicken before cooking. You're more likely to spread germs. Chris, weigh in. Do you wash your chicken?
Yes. Do not, or it doesn't matter.
Technically, do not. Oh, okay. But also, it doesn't matter.
Who was in the CDC? Is there any black women? Is there any black women?
I would assume.
Well,
I need Fauci and 3 black women for me to believe that.
I don't have a head count for their HR department, but I'm assuming there's at least 3 black women at the CDC.
I need them to co-sign that. I need a Rashida. I need a Rashida.
So you wash chicken?
Yes.
You?
No.
I cook it. Thank you.
So
cooking gets rid of the germs. It's why we cook food.
Sure, but I just grew up and that was just what they do.
But that's the argument with my mother.
So that's kind of what I grew up.
It was passed down to her, who was passed down from someone else who when they
your
bought
mom
chicken.
meant wash the whole chicken.
Like, when
before you
wash,
kill it, you got to give it a bath.
Right. She meant
put it in the shower.
So you bring his fucking neck.
That's how you know it's tender. I believe it. I trust it. That's love.
She technically just means rinse the chicken and maybe do like a vinegar marinade, vinegar soak.
No.
Right. But still, on one side of the dime, that doesn't do anything.
Right.
And 2, rinsing chicken actually more likely to spread germs and give you salmonella.
You know, I'm sorry.
No,
you know what
ahead.
this fucking sounds like to me? When I heard that, the when you go into public bathrooms, the fucking air dryer, it has the most feces in it. That's where feces collect, apparently.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, son.
No, that's true.
Who's shitting on an air dryer?
Nobody's shitting in the air dryer.
When you flush, poo goes everywhere. If the lid is open, poo goes everywhere.
Right.
But I'm in
the public bathrooms don't have a lid.
But
90%
what if the door's
of
Or
closed?
walls.
Doesn't matter.
You're in a cubicle
in the
thing,
air.
not a cubicle.
Sure.
What's it called? A stall.
Unless you're in like a vacuum sealed box.
Right.
Shit box.
Unless you're shitting in an airplane where it just sucks
Yeah.
it all up.
I don't believe any of this.
So how do you, like, if you have
Okay.
chicken that needs to be defrosted,
Then you just
and you just like, you got to speed defrost it.
oh, that's what your microwave is for. It has a defrost setting. See, what the issue I was having was
You put chicken in the microwave? What, to
literally
defrost it?
To defrost. If you
Well,
gotta,
I always just put it in
I
like a
just
warm
put
bowl of water.
Yeah, that's what I run.
That is
That's
what-
Or
all.
like run hot water.
boiling hot water, but your microwave has a defrost setting for all meats. But I would typically, but if you gotta do it like in a pinch, like if you fucking didn't take it out or hot water,
Yeah.
I can get it done quick enough, you can defrost in the microwave.
I don't have a microwave, but
Okay,
I got you.
Damn. Okay.
And you're assuming my microwave is that advanced. My microwave doesn't have a popcorn
This has a
side.
fucking crank on it.
Thanks for assuming.
It's hooked up to my radiator, and I spin it with a.
And first of all, I don't trust those settings because the popcorn setting is never accurate.
Well, no,
it's
popcorn-
never accurate.
Never number. The
It's
popcorn's never gonna be
always
correct.
kernels.
How many times do I hit the popcorn button to defrost the chicken?
So CDC drops this thing last year. It says, don't wash your chicken. You're most likely going to get salmonella. Because what happens is, whenever the surface of something is disturbed, like a bowl of shit in the toilet or the skin surface of chicken, it's going to splatter and spread. Which means you're getting those germs on everything that's not the sink, that's not the counter, your fucking fridge. Black Twitter responded.
That's all I needed to hear.
Black
There's
Twitter
my Rashidas.
Okay, but yeah, okay, keep signing off. Keep signing off, please. Because you ain't gonna like the result at the end. Black Twitter said, I normally listen to the CDC, but my ancestors won't let this ride. Nah, I'm still washing the chicken in a bowl and then bleaching out the sink later.
Bleach it.
Bleach it. That person's gonna die.
No, bleach. I don't. Yeah, no. If you're washing chicken, you bleach out this. How you gonna sign off on the one thing and then not sign off on the other thing?
Yeah, I don't just leave it. I clean it,
No,
but I don't bleach the shit.
And when you washing chicken, you got to literally you put on a hazmat suit and you fucking elbow grease the shit out of your kitchen.
Put it in that like container. Put the little. Put your hands in the shit.
Whenever I'm seeing a black woman clean chicken, right afterwards she fucking cleans the shit out of her entire kitchen.
Sure.
Which seems like overkill, because again, it's not doing anything. Rinsing your chicken doesn't do anything. Next black lady whose profile picture looks like Sandra Bland, so you know.
I go with.
This is
I
my queen
side
right
with
here,
her.
but she says, I was taught to wash chicken to remove feathers, too much fat, and yellow substances on the skin.
Feathers. That's what I was saying.
Washing also removes dirt, small rocks, particles, whatever that got packed
Small
in the back.
rocks.
Now,
How the fuck is she buying chicken?
Exactly. And this is my point. You learn
She
this.
said the feather. I think
This
she's
is
getting like,
sand.
she getting.
She found a beach chicken.
That's
Like,
like,
she must be buying chicken from a dude who sells chicken personally.
yeah, and like he just raises chicken.
Exactly. But that's where I think it comes from. Like, my mother learned from her mother, who learned from her mother, who had to go to a chicken guy. She bought chicken before grocery stores, before mass production.
Yeah, we are getting this from like. Yeah, this goes in our history.
Right. This goes way
Do you
back.
think we was washing chicken in Africa?
Do you think white people had grocery stores?
I think we ate more goat
in like 1,000.
in 1,000?
year 1000.
No, they just had racism.
We still had the same chickens.
This is my favorite. I don't care what the CDC, ABC, NBC, or BBC got to say.
He's going after the Brits.
But
Everyone
also
gets.
thought of big old black dicks. That's what I saw. You know, I don't care what the nigga with a big old penis says or the ABC. I'm not washing no chicken.
You're not gonna wash chicken.
I'm not washing chicken. Never had, never will. Okay. So I get it. You're not gonna do it. One person poignantly pointed out, and I thought this was very good. If I can find the fucking thing, the fucking tweet, which makes so much sense to me. The responses here remind me that a lot of people do things because it was done before them and never asked why.
Sure.
Now they got raw chicken juice on their clothes floor and God knows what else. Which leads me to my second point. Do you know what racial groups salmonella poisoning occurs within most often?
The whites.
I'm gonna guess.
Nope.
Oh,
Black people experience salmonella poisoning double the times as white people.
You want me to explain it?
Also, you know who else does? Literally every group of color. White people get it the least.
I could
because
explain
your
that. Grocery stores are different.
No, I would think because it's not just black people who wash chicken. It's
White
brown
people
people,
wash chicken?
it's Hispanic people, it's pretty much everyone's washing chicken except white people. Which I'm not saying this.
The chicken also tastes like shit.
No, that's because of the seasoning thing. That's a whole other thing.
That was just a shot. That was
They're just an angry white people.
I season my chicken.
That was a your mama. That was that. That was. I had nothing.
People of color are washing their chicken. In my opinion, they're washing their chicken, which leads to a higher occurrence of salmonella poisoning. Statistically.
You want to hear more of my reasoning?
Go ahead.
See, the white man wants us to fail.
See, okay.
So they put these stats out there, similar to coronavirus.
This guy's smart.
This motherfucker spitting.
We met on this when I was like 18. I got to go into the white conference. That was one of our tactics.
They're trying to get, because they know we like chicken, so they're trying to poison the chicken.
Yeah.
It's all, you got to stay woke, brother. You got to stop letting your white side take over and let your black side take front.
So the USDA says not to wash chicken.
So is that a no? Was that not a good enough point? It's not poignant?
Professional chefs. You know what they say? People with degrees.
Nah.
All across the globe.
Nah.
Don't wash chicken.
I'm going to come clean. I have a friend who's a professional chef. Shout out. I would say your name, but he got baby mamas.
Maybe the salmonella is why black people chicken tastes better.
That's why you got to leave that salmonella in there. Yeah. That's what makes it taste so good.
Seasoning.
It's not adobo or whatever.
No.
It's the fucking salmonella.
I think this kid is on to something.
There you go. You the one you invited to the cookout now. Because we all
Hell no, he's not.
No, hell no, he ain't.
It's our cookout, goddammit. They already took the fucking Black Lives Matter protest. You want to take over the cookout? Yeah. I'll go to one and start hearing Bon Jovi and Journey.
Gross. Don't give him the fucking radio to control. Just let him sit there.
That's
but eventually, they're going to work their way.
Set him up an Andy Dufresne kiosk where he does everyone's taxes, and then everyone else ought to be fine.
So so only Jews are fine?
Well, no,
I was like, he'll pick that one up.
So knowing what you know, he don't wash chicken. You're still washing chicken.
I feel like I have to almost. Like it's that thing that I think you
literally
had
that tweet
a good
where
point.
You do it because it got handed down to you, despite the fact that it's
and it feels like
wrong.
I've never gotten salmonella.
Neither have I.
So I feel like I did something right.
You ever gotten salmonella?
No.
See, what we call that is anecdotal. To go, it never happened to me. Therefore, it ain't happen. Blah, 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 blah.
So I sound like Donald Duck or some shit?
Yeah, you do.
I've never had it. I don't know. So lately, I've been getting the chicken. I haven't been getting raw chicken like that. I've been doing the chicken in the bags, the shit you put me on, the Purdue shit.
The slice grilled chicken.
So I haven't done it in a while.
Sweating.
Oh, I've had those.
Yeah, basically, it's diced, and it tastes pretty good.
Yeah. So I've been doing that more so.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like getting chicken breasts and making my great creations.
See, I didn't want to do this topic because I knew there was going to be a way for him to spin this shit about his god-awful cooking and the terrible presentations.
I'm going to be honest. I made some shrimp and grits.
Let's see it.
Shrimp and grits.
You ain't never had no shrimp and grits?
I've had
the judgment. Why would we become our aunties? I was Bernadette just now.
I've had grits and I've had shrimp, but like grits for at least white people is a breakfast thing. Shrimp is not a breakfast thing.
Let's see.
That shit look good than the motherfucker, don't it?
The seasoning looks good. I'll give you that. Yeah, I would definitely eat that.
I'll tell you right now, your grits do look especially dry.
See, I knew you was gonna try to pick something.
I'm just giving you constructive criticism.
I was confused. I thought those were like onions that you sauteed. They look like onion. Like
you would never do onions.
Chopped up onions.
I hate onions. Onions are the devil.
Onions are the shit.
I love onions. He don't.
They make everything better.
You guys also agree in slavery.
Cereal?
Wait, what?
When I made this chicken, this was raw chicken, right?
All right, that looks good.
That was done, and I washed the chicken.
Well, it's probably going to kill you.
Now you got salmonella. See, the problem is, it's not the chicken. It's not that chicken isn't the issue. You cook that chicken all the way through. Heat is what kills germs.
I was expecting much worse from what Chris was saying. This shit all looks good. I would eat any of this.
Yeah, he don't know what he's talking about. Neither.
Well, not anymore because it's all got salmonella. But I would.
Exactly. I would. Exactly. Your chicken is fine. Keep in mind, heat kills salmonella. As long as you cook it to an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit,
right,
you've killed everything. Where salmonella is,
so then
your
how
salmonella is not. If you wash chicken and you look at my sink, you wash chicken. Now there's salmonella on the handle of my cabinet. That's what happens. It disturbs the surface of the chicken.
Does it live off the chicken titty?
That I don't know. Well, what? I don't cook
and
recipes.
And who's licking the fucking cabin thing?
How you clean your house? It was taught to me by my mama, okay? And that's the only way I know it's right. You got to lick every surface in your house.
I'm not going to say anything about your mama's doings. I just don't feel like that one was the right one.
That wasn't it. But yeah, it's not the chicken itself that's going to give you salmonella.
No, I get the concept of it. I get
salmonella. It's going to give you salmonella.
I get the thought process behind it. Right? I get and I understand how this thing could be possible in like a parallel universe. But
why
in this one,
to black people of color,
I
way
told
more
you,
than it's happening to white people.
Everything happens to us more. Why do you think that is?
Not transitional wealth.
Well, not the
that was not an argument in my favor. It's like not flat asses. That don't happen to us.
It does. It's just not in the way that you think.
But that was a good thing until 10 years ago. A flat ass.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of changed everything on that one, which we appreciate.
We didn't change it.
Us men who like bigger women appreciate it.
Yeah. Y'all changed it by
liking it.
By liking Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, y'all did the same thing. Y'all did the same thing. She's to weed and everything.
Yeah. Because even J-Lo was kind of hot, but like white dudes still didn't want it when it was J-Lo. But then when it was a Kardashian, who's basically a passer, when she brought it in, that's when white dudes like, oh, I like them thick now.
Well, passer, isn't she
Armenian?
Yeah, like that's European. No, that's
Armenian's like
it's like
middle of Europe and the Middle East.
Yeah, so I think they're
kind of like Turkey.
I would think most Armenians are like brown.
Yeah,
right.
They were so
like Rob Kardashian is kind of dark. The dead.
Yeah, they kind of span the whole range.
Right.
I tried to. So I had a thing for Armenian
over there.
I had a thing for Armenian, and she told me very explicitly, "I like you, but this can't happen."
Why come?
Her pops wouldn't like it. Her pops was like apparently in the mob or some shit,
and her name was.
I would never say Kim Kardashian. It was actually Chloe.
Well, that's a lie, then. She ain't doing nothing but people like you.
No, worse.
Way worse.
Well, first of all, actually, she goes, not even worse, but she goes to like Reggie Bush. Remember what she did to Reggie Bush's career?
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian?
She ruined him.
I mean, pretty much every athlete who's ever touched a Kardashian
goes ruined.
Humphreys, Lamar Odom.
And they
the only one who's still standing is fucking the beard. Harden.
Harden's dating a Kardashian?
He was dating Chloe a while back. But he's never going to get that ring. That's how she took him down.
Yeah, that's because he doesn't know how to play team ball.
Well, I mean, that happens. Also.
Sounds like a him problem.
But what's the correlation? Kardashian ass.
Got it.
Reggie Bush, Austin Miles.
Reggie Bush had an okay career with the Lions afterwards.
Okay.
Well, his upside was the greatest.
Yeah.
Remember him on USC? Then you fuck a Kardashian. Fuck.
I mean, granted, in his defense, he does have a ring.
Oh, I think I just figured it out. You know why I'm not as great in basketball? I did kiss that Armenian chick, so she must have took some of my powers when I kissed her.
This is getting real dicey.
Knowledge. You believe me?
No.
Okay.
Do you believe you need to stop watching chicken?
No.
Okay. There we are. And I think it's about that time.
I think that's just how this podcast goes, right? Like you say something, you don't believe it, and then you say something you don't
Generally,
believe it.
Yeah. Usually his are like, the moon's made of cheese or whatever.
I've never said
that. And I got, that's not true.
I don't know if they landed when they said they did.
And then I go, they did. And then that's pretty much it. You just saw it live and in person. Mine is backed by science. And then his is backed by QAnon. So it's different.
Stanley Kubrick he did the direction of that. You can see his visual motifs.
If in '69 it was a black person that landed on the moon, would you buy it?
Hell yeah.
That's what
Damn, skip it.
we got Bazemore figured out. There it is. It's not real unless a black man or a black woman does it.
I'm for sure on that.
white people be lying.
I'm almost certain that a black guy stepped off first and they pushed him down so they could take the picture.
Well, here's the problem with spaces.
We just don't learn about him.
Just fuck that guy. He's still stuck on the moon. They left without him.
If it was a black person, I wouldn't believe it. Because you can't go up in space. Rumor has it, I believe this is backed by science, if you have ever smoked a menthol cigarette in your life,
really,
you cannot go in space. Space is racist.
And my shit is crazy?
But I think it's the atmosphere. If you've ever had menthol cigarette smoke in your lungs, you cannot go that high up.
Why didn't D.a.r.e. tell me that as a kid? Like the drug and like alcohol people, they were
Jesus.
like, well, if you smoke menthol or if you drink beer, you can never go to space. And if I was like 11 years old, I'd be like, well, I still kind of want to go to space.
Yeah, that's
so
still an option.
I want to stay away from drugs and alcohol. Man, these guys suck at their jobs.
Yeah, for real, man.
You put me in front of kids, I'll get them to not do drugs.
Look at me, I gave it all up.
I have a decent job and good friends. Don't do drugs.
Good friends.
So what? I make a lot, but what's important to you? Is it about that time, young man?
About that time.
All right. You
Give
ready?
me your phone. It's about that time.
No.
Hand me the phone.
No, why I gotta hand you mine?
All right.
No,
Corey,
you're good.
let's take yours.
All right.
Oh, you can do that.
We do mine.
You can take mine.
Guess first.
No, and I'll just hold mine.
Oh, shit. How do I get to the history in here?
Here, you fuck face.
You got racist beans on here.
What? Well, I did.
What the hell
And that's how I
do
Googled it.
we
too.
just start with? Do we just start
Racist
with this?
beans.
You got racist beans.
Why'd you put racist beans, bro?
I didn't. I typed in Goya.
No,
Yeah.
same thing.
racist beans.
I just want to know how they're doing financially.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that because I had to buy a can of Goya because it's the only thing at the.
Right. I was
At
in
the
it. Literally,
supermarket,
there
I was
were
like,
no other alternatives.
Do you think?
Unless I'm in like a
have
place
to.
that caters to a Hispanic demo. If it's a regular grocery store like a Lincoln or a Key Foods, it's only gonna have Goya.
I was in East Village and I was still
You
like,
would
why
think.
is there not
Yeah.
hippie beans in here?
Hippie beans.
I need
Hippie
hippie
beans.
beans.
You ain't got no hippie beans.
You were looking at my history. What
I know,
are
but
you
it
doing?
didn't go.
Why,
very
why
far.
do you think? Do
Well,
you
he
think?
got like 10 things.
Yeah, but these suck. Aaron Sorkin. Were you watching The West Wing?
No, I actually Googled that because you said,
Oh,
I'm watching The West Wing, and I was like, I think that's Aaron Sorkin. I was
It
like,
is
what
Aaron
else did he
Sorkin.
do? And he did The Social
He did a
Network,
lot.
and what's his other one that I really liked? I don't remember. I always mix him up with David Fincher, who did House
know
of
that.
Cards.
Oh, I know David Fincher.
Seven and all those like thriller
Yeah,
movies.
no, he's pretty good.
I like him a lot.
were you gonna say something? We kept cutting you off.
I was, but I thought
No,
racist
let's-
beans got in your heads.
What do you had? What do you got?
Do you think? What do you think is the financial effects of becoming racist? Like figuring out.
Sorry, Corey Googled pimples on the roof of mouth.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
I had like a. You know what? After I Googled that, I was like, I should maybe delete that history. And then I was
Yeah.
like, nah, who's going to see that? And then yesterday you hit me up and I totally forgot about it. I had like this white pimple on the roof of my mouth. And like with everybody getting COVID, I was like, I should probably Google what that is. And they're like, nah, dog, it's just a pimple.
You should
So I
probably
was
wash
like,
your
all
chicken,
right.
buddy. Unclean chicken.
That is unwashed chicken, you
See,
white
I-
heathen.
Haven't had one in a few days. So
There you go.
probably good. Turns out they really don't do anything. And then the other fucking thing is I busted a blood vessel in my eye,
I see that.
which
You are fucking
I
dying.
did that in my sleep. I think I am dying. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, is there any way to get rid of this? And I was like, at least Mike Pence had the same problem. So like when I went,
That's who you
when I,
was.
when I went on a date, if she like brought it up and they're like, oh yeah, I got the Mike Pence disease, or like, you know, it was kind of write it off as like a joke thing. I don't know. It's kind of freaky. I don't
It
like
is
it.
kinda
What are you
freaky.
doing to my fucking
Your
phone?
phone's freaking me out because
Hit
it's
the
not
back button,
normal. Here we
dog.
go.
What the fuck did you just bring
Yeah, what
up?
are
I
you
don't know. I
doing?
brought up this whole thing. I think I might be
Jesus
get way into your
Christ.
history now, you perv.
Yeah, I don't think you can. Let me see. If
Tell
I
me,
can-
what did you
Yeah,
bring up?
no.
I don't know. I
I
brought up
can't.
some sort of dashboard.
Manage history.
Why does it say donkey sex?
Oh, you know what? I'm on airplane mode.
That's what it is.
He's
saving-
trying to hide
He's
the
trying to
weird
get-
shit.
battery.
Chris, what is Are
Um,
You Ready for Freddy?
Are you ready? No, I was looking up, what's his name? Brother Robert
England,
and that was one of the things he did. Also, that's a song that the Fat Boys did featuring Freddie.
Is it really?
They did it for a soundtrack.
Let's see if there's anything
for Dream Mask. Wow.
Yeah, man. And
the Fat Boys.
Yeah, bro. So that's where that's why I looked that up.
Have you had this argument on this podcast yet?
We have not.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
Here we fucking
we're
go.
gonna weigh this in then. Shit.
What is it?
Okay, Chris. Corey and I have had this argument a mini moon
3 or 4 times.
About Dascha?
We don't get anywhere.
I think Dascha Polanco is gorgeous.
Dascha Polanco from Orange is the New Black. She's the one who fucks the security guard. Mm-hmm. And does she get pregnant?
Yes.
No.
And they blame the other security guards how they get him fired. He thinks, what's her name? Something Morales.
Natalie.
He thinks they look alike. I don't find Natalie Morales attractive at all.
There are literally message boards dedicated to these two women and how similar they look.
And there's some people who don't wash their chicken.
So I can't trust him. But
I thought think all Latinas look alike.
I thought the initial thing was Lucy, because it says Lucy's Parks and Rec.
She played Lucy in Parks and Rec.
This is Lucy from Parks and Rec.
Right.
Do you think that looks like Dascha Polanco?
Nah, I don't like her eyes and her forehead combination.
No, go back. That photo looks way more like Dascha Polanco.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
I don't see it. I refuse to see it.
But I really did think the argument was
Dascha Polanco's ass, and you will see it.
Can't.
Because that is literally. See, this is what I'm fucking talking about.
I see one gorgeous woman on the left, and then I think is that Natalie on the right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know her.
See, you couldn't even tell it's a different person.
All right,
I couldn't tell
I'll
it
give
was
you this.
Fucking maniac.
I'll give you this. This middle one is the closest thing you got.
That's an
That's
angle
what
shot
I'm
from like
saying.
2009.
When-
Tell me that's not from her MySpace.
And when you look at it side by side, you could tell the difference between them. But when I was watching, what's that movie on Netflix about the?
Ain't she bad though? Ain't she bad?
I think they're both
Boy,
attractive. You're the one in the wrong here.
No.
Hating on one of them. I think they're both very attractive.
Boy,
I think they're similar, but also different in some big ways.
I could
There's
tell you
some
something.
glaring
Man.
differences between the two of them.
But
I'll tell
overall, like when I was
turning
watching,
into an uncle.
You see, I'm sweating.
Woo!
I didn't make them like this when I was coming up.
Down, boy. I get this.
There's some white person show on Netflix that I was watching that Natalie Morales is in, and I thought it was Dascha Polanco after she lost weight. Like, I thought Dascha Polanco lost a bunch of weight, and it was her, but it was Natalie Morales.
I'd be so sad if Dascha Polanco lost weight.
What? Oh.
See, that's exactly the problem.
Why would we talk about
You'd be
such?
so happy if Natalie gained weight.
Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe.
I don't know. She's probably fine the way she is, but she's. I can tell the difference. I can tell huge.
What's better, Lucy or Parks and Rec? That's what I thought the argument was about.
Oh, Lucy or Parks? Lucy, the woman with Scarlett Johansson.
No, Lucy. I love Lucy.
Oh,
Which one's better?
Parks and Rec. Granted, you know what's crazy about
Your
Lucy?
mother disclaimed you.
Without even knowing it, that's like the first interracial couple on television.
That wasn't without even. There was like boycotts of the show.
Yeah.
But very small scale. That was a very popular show on a grand scheme.
Yeah.
But it also isn't. It's sort of glossed over because Ricky, what's his Desi, technically a passer, and Rich.
I liked his laugh. Yeah, that was better. Can I get my phone back? Okay, never mind.
Let's see what else I got in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through.
That was a good 6 minutes on that. So we stand with you're not gonna go. The viewers need to look up Dascha Polanco and Natalie Morales, and they're all gonna side with me. Write in the comments who you think is right here,
because they know the difference between
Dr. Dolittle and Marlon Brando.
I thought he was a voice in Dr. Dolittle. He isn't.
I could have told you that.
Well, I thought maybe toward the end when he was just taking roles and he was
You
a
heard-
fat guy.
You heard Eddie Murphy, Dr. Dolittle hair? Is that the hair?
Okay.
That's the hairstyle you went. Can I get that?
because one, he's got dreads, but he's got a lot of new growth.
Now.
So in the movie. In the movie, Dr. Dolittle, he has in the first
those
one,
little things.
He has dreads, but he has a lot of new growth around it. So his hair looks weirdly. It looks like there's just grooves in a fro. But then two, there's clearly something happened where they wrapped up filming, and then he went and got a haircut, and then he had to come back for reshoots. So he's clearly wearing a wig, and it's a bad wig.
Just read that one for me.
Oh boy. No, I'm not.
What is it?
I don't need that on my record. No, you can read it.
I tried to get him.
Hold on, before you come to me,
I'm not Jesse.
you perverts. I guess it's normal to Google Cardi B nude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Her
She
nudes just dropped.
Oh, did they?
So she, how do you feel about these celebrities? They'll like say, "Oh, I made a mistake and posted this on Instagram." That's kind of what just happened with her. And
She accidentally posted nudes?
oh yeah, but they had hashtags on them. No,
I mean, I would immediately be skeptical of it being accidental.
yeah. So when she said she
Looking
did
at your
that,
own history.
first
I'm trying to find something good. I'm boring. Like I Googled how to change how long the Roomba vacuums for. Like my life is not exciting in the pandemic.
It's not Jimmy John's menu. Borat.
Because the second movie's coming
yeah,
out.
the second
He's making a
movie.
second one.
It's
Yeah.
out in
How could he make it? Like everyone on the
I think it's-
planet now
I think
knows
it's out.
Borat.
Saturday. He did a bunch of disguises and like costumes and shit. So like there was one scene that kind of leaked where he went on stage and started singing about how much he loved Trump, but then he turned it into an anti-Jew rally and legitimately started a riot at a county fair, and that's pretty fucking awesome.
So you're not gonna say that?
No, I'm not gonna say that.
He said Kamala Harris. He looked up Kamala Harris, slave owner.
Are you about to deep fake my voice into?
Well, one, I wanted to get the.
You want to know who owned her people?
Well, no, because there's a big move by conservatives to try to delegitimize her black background because her dad, who was an economics professor, her background, because her dad wrote an article or some sort of synopsis some years ago where he is a descendant of an Irish slave owner.
Not both could look.
So people try to delegitimize her black background, saying she's not black, she's actually the
Irish
blah blah blah
or
blah.
something.
But like,
She is half Indian.
right, she's half Indian. But basically, long story short, is every single one of us who has this level of pigment in their skin probably has slave owner heritage.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just rape was like literally no one on this planet in these United States, if they're African American, is 100% African.
No, it's been
Right.
diluted
And it's
at
basically
some
just
point.
a very popular QAnon meme, alt-right conservative meme to just say, oh, she's more slave owner than black. She says she's African American. Well, she never has said she's African American. She says she's black. I don't think she's ever said she's African American.
No.
Basically, just a debunking of that. We good? Because my man from Michigan Googled the Green Bay Packers schedule. Why though? Are you joining, bro? Are you go pack go, bro?
Fuck no, bro.
No way.
Fuck no, bro. Never. You would never catch me doing
And
that.
I was like, oh, there's no way.
There's no way.
Unbelievable.
I did. I gave it to. Can I give it a good?
No.
Like, oh, there's no way, fam.
Let me. My guy. All right, let me try. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I did the. No. No way, guys. Huh? What the fuck is this?
It's like Mexican.
He's like, I see Speedy with faces. I'm from Michigan.
I can't do accents on the spot.
You can't do accents in general.
I can do accents. I played like Jamaicans, got paid for it and shit. I could do accents,
all right.
but I need to study.
That was pretty Mexican though.
There was.
That sounded a lot like Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Do it again. Do the Michigan.
From Looney Tunes.
Dios
Take a nap, eh? Chimaco, let's go to sleep.
Do another one.
I'm from Minnesota. Huh?
Do Minnesota. do your Michigan.
Oh, well, that was mostly just like a bastardization of
No
all
way.
of
Like no way is
she
kind of
said there was no way. We're gonna go on a boat. Well, for fun,
That's-
you're gonna go to the
that's-
bubbler.
That sounds Indian little motherfucker to me.
I could see that was, you were really leaning into it.
I was,
It's a
I
little
was leaning more in the Minnesota with the bubbler and the boat and the for fun.
That was.
You got to be lazy with it.
No.
That's how you do it.
I got it. Ready?
You're talking like you have nothing to do that day.
See, I think that's because Michigan is more
talking like
Canada.
Well, Minnesota
Yeah, well, it's
sounds
up
more
there.
like that than most of
See,
Michigan.
but I think that okay. Point.
But
proven.
I was when I went to college was in the UP in Michigan, which is pretty much
That's Canada.
Minnesota and Canada. So you just talk real slow, like you got nothing to do besides
No way,
shovel.
guys.
You're
What
still
the
Mexican.
fuck is happening?
You're still Mexican. We don't allow them up there.
What the fuck is happening?
Like, I don't know what the rest of that sentence was. I assumed it was, my mom makes the best empanadas. There's nothing else that could have followed the way you said that.
I'm a cheesehead, Wait, I'm a...
No way, you gotta wash it.
You gotta wash the chicken.
No, you gotta wash it. No, I know.
I'm a cheesehead. I stay.
Queso y cerveza.
Yes. These sweets? Fuck you guys. Okay, I tried.
No, I actually Googled the Packers to see when the
that's
next time
That's where this started.
Yeah.
to see when the next time they could possibly lose was, and I can't find it. They're gonna win out the rest of the season, and I'm gonna be a sad boy.
Are they playing the
I'm
Rams?
gonna be a sad boy.
Go back, go.
No.
Good.
They're playing the 49ers,
Rams,
which
yeah.
are not that good this year.
Yeah,
No.
no, they're
So-
dog shit.
We're looking good.
Who's
I mean,
we?
after Seattle,
Oh, the Rams.
as a playoff, as a
Wild card.
wild card, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
because the East has 4 wins as a division.
Yeah. They are historically the second worst division ever.
That's crazy to me.
Then who's the first? The
It
Browns.
was like the 1970 AFC North. Actually. There was like a whole 538 article on it where like ran all the stats. They're like, we've never been, like none of our team has been alive the last time there was a division this bad.
fucking A.
So, but after the Seahawks,
Red Rifle.
your Rams not looking too bad, especially because the East is so terrible. You did Google something about how to shave your beard for your height. Is there a direct
Beard
correlation?
styles based off height.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. I was just curious if there was any kind of difference because I've had the same beard style forever, and I'm like, man, I'd look real dumb if I could have been doing it better for the last 6 years.
Sure.
Without realizing that I could have been doing it better, and like part of it was like, where do you cut the neckline?
Right.
That's a big question.
That was a big fight
'cause
between me and Elsie.
I can go right up to the chin line, but I'm going to look fucking weird. Or I can go all the way down the neck, but then you got kind of the bush down here. So it's like, how far down do I go? And then it's like, so if I'm 6'4" and people are looking up at me, where do I draw the line here? And they didn't give me any fucking answers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
That's very
couldn't
specific.
find
You
it.
got to go to like a 6 foot.
Well,
I live by
go to a
myself
black
now.
barber.
I have
and just trust
nothing.
them.
Yeah, so I did that, but then the last time I went to a black barber, got a straight shave, he cut the shit out of my neck because white people got soft ass necks.
I get red too.
I was like bleeding. I wasn't red. I had like blood down my neck, and like the barber
Jesus
panicked.
Christ.
He like panicked, like he'd cut
Because he
me,
knew
like
he was going to jail forever.
Yeah.
He's going to jail
Like, he
forever.
knew he was going to prison.
Yeah.
And so he like put like the sand stuff on it. It was like this white sandy shit.
Oh,
to,
I
like,
know what
stop
that
the,
is.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. And I was like, I don't
It's
think
like salt.
Yeah, something like that. It wasn't salt because it didn't burn, but it was like.
But
And I was like, I don't think I'm built for black bar. I wish I could. The whole experience was very nice.
Well, you got to go. So like with a
Up
black
until
barber,
that
Up until he tried to kill me.
your black
Yeah.
barber is your black barber until one of you moves or dies.
Right.
So like when my barber would see that I was getting like the redness and stuff, then it's just like it's a balance. Oh, if
They
I want to
know.
line this up, I need to go a lot softer because he gets red up here. So if he went back, he would know. He probably wouldn't remember.
I got an angry Ukrainian guy doing it now, and he understands white people hair,
Okay.
Sure.
like balding, like how sensitive the neck is,
Right.
that kind of stuff. I got no danger. Not a great cut, but I'm not gonna bleed.
But he would a black barber would line you up so good on like the rest of this.
I know.
Yeah, that's
I
what we
know.
do. That's what
Yeah.
we.
I might just need to like go to one and be like, all right,
Yeah,
with the
I'm still
neck,
with
I'm a
Mexicans,
pussy.
like, that's all we do.
I don't know.
Oh, it's all we do around here.
You give me my phone back.
You went through some shit though. Like I just want to know how this train of thought
Hillary
progressed.
Clinton con
Because
job.
you
When did I do
went,
that?
you went John Wilkes Booth, assassination of Abraham Lincoln, Ford's Theater, Robert E. Lee. So you're like going backwards in time on this at first. Because you went the dude who killed him, his death, the dude he beat, and then all of a sudden you're like, what was $100,000 in 1865? Like, you take out a hit, and then it ended with Zach Miller, the tight end.
That's
Just a jump to present day.
That one, I guess, is suspect. But if you've seen the photo, you know what I'm talking about. DK Metcalf shirtless. Have you seen that
That's the one
photo?
where he looks like Optimus Prime?
Yeah. And he's standing next to, I think, AJ Brown, who's on the Titans, and they look like they're made of fucking rock.
Yeah.
It's
I remember that one.
unbelievable.
So, to explain,
Yeah, what's going on there in your phone, bro?
I was looking at a documentary, as I do.
boring.
I was looking at a documentary about They're saying that John Wilkes Booth.
How do you wait? Say
No,
that,
James.
say that word again.
James.
What's his last name?
Booth.
Yeah. Booth.
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 With an F.
Booth. When you go to a restaurant, you sit in the booth.
It's in the booth.
You want to
when you want to hook up your thing to your earphones, you set up Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
I don't see.
We're on planet.
Anywho, fuckers.
Anywho.
They said that I was looking at
funniest shit to me. I love that.
I was looking at a documentary. I'm just going to barrel our head through it. I was looking at a documentary that said that he didn't die. When they said they killed him in that barn, he actually did not die. He lived.
He's still alive.
It didn't say that. But it was just like he didn't die there. He actually lived out the rest of his life. He had an actual double, apparently, is what they're saying. That like
he
the
was
person,
an actor.
He was an actor. And he had someone else because
He
this was
played
all
dead.
for
He played real good. Won an Oscar.
the Confederacy was fucking with him. That was all like a hit placed on him by the Confederacy and shit. So they had another guy with the mustache. He apparently shaved his mustache, got orange hair, and lived the rest of his life.
You say orange hair?
He dyed his hair. He wanted to be a redhead.
Oh, red. Okay.
Like
okay.
the red orange type of.
So he did like a fucking Harrison Ford in The Fugitive. Like
Exactly.
completely changed his whole.
And
Fun fact: president is the most deadly job in the United States
that tracks.
I get how many of them?
Black
got killed?
president.
because it's like
Fine.
it's like three.
They're 100, batting 1,000 on that one.
It's like 3 have been killed, and then 2 more have been shot without dying, and there's only been like 40 of them. So the death rate is like
Right.
almost 10% of people
Yes.
that have the job die.
Is it only 3 that have been killed? I think it was 4.
Maybe 4. I know Teddy got shot, Reagan got
Teddy
shot.
got shot and lived. Reagan got shot.
JFK and Lincoln both got
Dead.
killed.
I think Taft or McKinley got popped and killed.
Taft did not. I don't know about McKinley. I think Taft just died from being fat as fuck.
Right. And then do they count ones that are not murdered? Because Harrison died in office.
Oh, that's a.
Yeah.
I think the stat that I saw, I don't remember.
Untimely deaths.
Untimely.
Some,
probably.
yeah, maybe something like that. Either way, the stat still stands.
Also, you can have you look through my
Is
thing
this your
one time.
phone?
Yeah, this is mine.
All right.
And $100,000. I looked that up because I wanted to
1865.
see how I wanted to see. That was the one it for him. $100,000.
Oh.
Explain antimatter to me. Like, I know you looked it up, but did you actually like read it?
I didn't. It's too dense. It's so dense of a thing because antimatter is such a like.
It's a concept. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
really
more.
A thing.
It's not a thing,
Yeah.
but they're trying to make it a thing, and it's essentially though like a gram of it could blow up like California. Like that's how strong of a.
What is
Right.
they're trying
Pressure.
to make in an episode of Rick and Morty? Where they're in the simulation. Is that antimatter or is it black matter?
I thought it was.
They're the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah.
okay.
No.
Yeah.
I thought it was pocket pussy.
Yeah. So the point is like like whenever matter and antimatter touch each other, it's immediate like destruction. They both destroy themselves. But it's such like a violent reaction that like a gram could blow up the state of California, and I think like a gram of it would be worth like $20 million.
Yeah,
or
no,
some
it's
shit
stupid.
like that, because there's so much energy in it that if you could like throw a little piece of matter at the antimatter, get it to blow up and contain that energy, you could like power the world for like
Years.
months, years, like a long fucking time.
Well, depending on how
So
big
it's
it is.
like
yeah.
it's like coal power, solar power, nuclear power, antimatter. It's
Here's
like
the-
how that goes
here's-
up and down.
Here's the interesting thing about antimatter, though. When you're looking it up, like everyone is
nerd.
trying to, everyone is trying to do something with it, and America's trying to make bombs. Like,
Everyone's trying to
Yeah.
like make the world a better place.
Yeah,
and make,
and-
we can make 1 million sandals. Everyone in Africa. America's like, no, we want to blow shit up.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
Us in North Korea just want to blow shit up.
What did you order that UPS sent you? USPS sent you.
honestly, a do-rag.
I find it odd that every time you
OnlyFans, who are you following?
No, I wanted to see like
Oh.
I got trapped.
Was I not supposed to go that
No,
far?
no. I got trapped.
I see best soda though.
Best soda.
Soda
So-
is the best soda. Well, it's,
So
it's honestly not the best, but
said
it's amazing.
I said that I was gonna get you some, and they had canceled the order and
Those
redid it.
Fuckers.
So that's why I went back
That
into
soda's a local bottling soda company in St. Louis, which is it's so good with like Chinese food.
You know how and OnlyFans, you know how I don't know if you go to like models like pages and shit, but I went to their page and they have like a link and I clicked it and I just thought maybe they got a YouTube channel, maybe they're interested and they're quirky, and it just went straight. You want to pay to see my pussy? And I'm
I'm
like, no.
Like what's crazy that OnlyFans did not start off as like this.
No,
I think this was the concept behind OnlyFans originally.
It was not. Also, surprise.
As like a titty vagina porn site.
Yeah, that's what it was.
No, it wasn't.
Originally, it was supposed to be like it was like an offshoot of Patreon, like an alternative for shit like this, and then titties take over.
Titties do what they
White
do.
girls, Michael Che joke. They're like, "This is mine's now," and then now OnlyFans is titties.
I'm surprised y'all didn't click this.
Gentrified OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't click these two.
How to make beer cheese. First STD discovered.
Syphilis.
I believe that.
No, I thought it was like herpes.
Peep that long one.
I do see this long one.
And bear cheese, all you need is bear and cheese.
Yeah.
You did Google cajillionaire. What is that?
Impossible.
I think that's a guy. I think he makes music.
You sure you weren't thinking of chameleonaire?
No.
Because he does not make music.
Well, I did. Who
Not
is
anymore.
Cajillionaire? I'm Googling in my
Well, for a
sleep.
second, I thought it was a Kanye West album because you Googled that right after.
Is that
Kanye
I
left
think
Blood on the Leaves?
I think it's a
I hate that song, by the way.
or an album.
Okay.
I hate the Blood on the Leaves song.
I haven't heard it. Is it? See, I generally
So-
like Kanye shit for the most part.
The beat is fire. It's just for the context of what he sent. He sampled fucking Strange Fruit, but yeah, I mean, and
Elvis Gerald. No, Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday, and he it's about like black people swinging. He's like, this bitch did Molly the other day. It's like, what the fuck? That doesn't match. So I don't like the not matching, but the beat is fucking out of this world. Do you agree? You like the song? I'm guessing.
I've probably heard it, but I can't.
I
can't think
the
of it
last
right
one
now.
I liked he did was the gospel album or whatever with him and Clips and Kenny G. That one song is pretty fire where Kenny G closes it out with the saxophone.
She popped a Molly.
No, it's a gospel song.
No, I was trying to get.
Oh, you took back on the other shit. How many days have passed since the Lions won a playoff game?
How many days do you think it is?
If I had to guess,
Yeah, please.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to think of when the
Try to guess my pain.
Well, Stafford, no, it had to be a Sanders season, right?
Yeah.
So like,
That's sad.
I'm 8. I'm 7 or 8. So
Shit.
over a decade and a half, almost 2 decades. How many days is in 2 decades? 365 times 17.
A lot.
365 times 10 is 3,600 days.
So times another 7. That's a lot. Too many.
Yeah. What's the answer?
Over 10,000 days.
Jesus Christ. That's sad. I hate to be this guy.
It's awesome. Keep that going.
So,
How many have you been to the playoffs? How many playoff games have you lost?
ooh, I got the answer.
Lost a bunch.
3?
That's how many times they won. I'm guessing.
Playoff games?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's actually right. We've lost another like 4.
Okay.
You know, I was just looking up, since we're talking about football and shit, I was just looking up briefly. The Buffalo Bills used to be a quality ass team.
They were fucking
4
good.
Super Bowls in a row.
Like, it blew
Yeah.
my
Marvin
mind
Levy was the
how
man.
good. Bruce Smith.
Yeah.
Fucking
Sack
incredible.
King. Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly.
Gene
Dancing in the
Kelly.
Rain guy. Fucking love the Bills.
Well,
Big fan.
on that note, give them your socials. Let the people know who you are.
All right. At Corey T Comedy, Twitter, Instagram, and then my podcast, Kind of an Expert. You
Follow
find
that.
it wherever you're listening to this, go follow that. They've both been on. Ryder, you've done it 3 times. You've done it once. I've been meaning to get you on again.
I feel
will
like you
get
like him more
on
than
again.
me.
What?
I feel like you like him more than me. I don't like it.
Well, he just shows up at my house.
Oh, well, there you
Yeah.
go.